All right, let's be honest for a second. Imagine if your computer could just, handle all the boring stuff for you. I don't mean just some of it, I mean all of it. All those tedious, repetitive, just mind-numbing tasks that fill up your day. Well, today, we're going to look at a tool that's trying to make that a reality, and it's called Woodbury. I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're just staring at the screen, copied and pasting the exact same info for the, 10th time? It's like this soul-crushing digital assembly line, and it's a huge waste of your most valuable resource, your creative energy, and, of course, your time. So for years, the go-to solution for this was, traditional automation, things like macros. But here's the problem. Think of those like a train on a fixed track. The second a website gets a facelift, maybe a button moves, a color changes, poof, the track changes and that train immediately derails. Woodbury? It's totally different. It's much more like a self-driving car, one that's built to navigate the road no matter how much that road changes. And that's where Woodbury comes in. See, this isn't just another automation tool. It's a fundamentally new way of looking at a problem that has frustrated so many of us for years. It's all about creating workflows that are actually designed to adapt and, survive in the wild. And the idea behind it is actually genius in how simple it is. Seriously, you just do a task once in your browser, click here, type something in there, and Woodbury just watches and learns. From that, it creates this really robust, replayable workflow that can then run all on its own, as many times as you want. Okay, so the big question is, how does Woodbury pull off this seemingly magical resilience? Well, the secret is all in what it chooses to remember. This is not just a simple macro, no way. It's more like a digital detective, and it's building this deep, multi-layered profile of every single page you interact with. So for every single click you make, Woodbury isn't just taking a quick snapshot. Oh no, it's creating a detailed dossier. It's kind of like a secret agent, gathering multiple pieces of intel on every button, every field, making absolutely sure it has a bunch of different ways to identify its target again, no matter what disguise that target might be wearing later. And this is where Woodbury's cleverness really, really shines. It basically has a backup plan for its backup plan. So if its first method of finding a button doesn't work, it doesn't just give up and fail. Nope, it automatically tries another way, and then another, and another. It's like having a whole team of detectives on the case, which makes these automations just incredibly reliable. But believe it or not, that intelligent fallback system is really just the beginning. Woodbury's true secret weapon, the one feature that completely sets it apart, is its visual AI. See, it has learned to see the web not like a machine does, through endless lines of code, but the way you and I do, by sight. The best way to think about it is, well, it's pretty much like facial recognition, but for your computer screen, right? Just like your phone can recognize your face from different angles or in different lighting, or even if you're wearing glasses, Woodbury's AI learns to recognize a submit button by its core visual features. So check this out. A website flips to dark mode, a change that would absolutely 100% break a normal script. But for Woodbury's AI, it's clearly the same button. It's just in a different outfit. The automation just keeps on chugging along without a single hiccup. And get this, even a complete design overhaul doesn't fool it. Here, the button's color and its shape are totally different, but because the AI has this deep visual understanding, it just sees right past those surface changes and recognizes the button's core identity. It can even see through temporary disguises. You know how when you hover over a button, it might light up or get a border around it? A normal script might get confused, but Woodbury's AI knows this is just a temporary state and that it's the exact same button underneath. It genuinely understands the context and the function, not just what it looks like on the surface. So how on earth does it get this smart? Well, it's all in the training. It's been trained on a massive library of visual challenges. It's kind of like a student who has studied every single possible version of a test question. So when the real test comes along, it is prepared for literally anything it might run into. Okay, so we've seen how Woodbury pulls off this incredible resilience. Now let's get to the fun part, what you can actually build with it. This is where you stop being just a user and you become the commander of your very own personal robot army. And a workflow here is so much more than just clicking and typing. We're talking about commanding your robot to navigate complex websites, download critical files for you, and even launch applications right on your desktop. It creates this amazing, seamless bridge between what's happening in your browser and what's happening on your actual computer. But what if your task isn't just a simple sprint? What if it's more like a multi-stage relay race? Well, that's where pipelines come in. They let you chain your individual workflows together, passing the baton from one to the next to create some seriously complex and powerful automations. I mean, just imagine this for a second. You could have one robot that scours e-commerce sites for product data. Then, a second robot analyzes all that data to find the absolute best price. And finally, a third robot automatically logs into your social media account and posts that winning deal for everyone to see. The whole thing running in one seamless, completely automated pipeline. Okay, I know what some of you might be thinking right now. This all sounds incredibly advanced, maybe a little intimidating, but Woodbury was built on one core principle, making all of this power accessible to everyone, no matter what your technical background is. So, who is this really for? Honestly, it's for anyone who's ever felt like a bit of a robot themselves, endlessly repeating the same digital chores over and over. Doesn't matter if you're a content creator managing your posts, a researcher gathering data, or just anyone who wants to reclaim their day. Woodbury is built for you. And this right here might be the most important thing to remember. You do not need to be a coding wizard. You don't need to be a developer. The bottom line is, if you can click a mouse and do the task yourself, you can teach Woodbury to do it for you. It really is that simple. So, there you have it. Your own personal, practically unbreakable software robot is ready and waiting for you. The only question left is, what's the very first thing you're going to automate? What part of your day are you going to hand off to your new robot assistant? The possibilities, as you can imagine, are pretty much endless.